Vale, estamos de vuelta.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bueno, new content. New. O sea, nuevo contenido nuevo. New content. ¿Cómo mola esto? Oye, estamos en new content, pero en realidad hay un montón de cosas que...
Good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Vale. Me va a mostrar algo nuevo. Vamos a ver. A ver. Oye, ¿en la parte de la izquierda qué? Hay algo en la izquierda, ¿eh? Y aún no me lo ha enseñado.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
¡Anda! Stanley Parable 2.
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The end is never the end again. 427. ¿Y porque es 4? En vez de 437, ¿no? Su despacho es el 427 por la cara. Y con toques rojos. Poca broma, está guay, ¿eh? El toque rojo, ¿eh? Como para darle una segunda parte a esto. Un iMac. Investor Showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Está guapa las estanterías así. Oh, mira cómo se abren ahí las puertas. New content is out. New content is in. Parte 2. Curioso, tío. Nuevas oficinas. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, mira, esto es el PowerPoint de Google, ¿no? Mola. Oye, poca broma. El logo está guapo, aunque sea de mentira. Es como una forma de burlarse. Sí, un montón de... Mira, 2. Y como son 2, como hay 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The end is never the end again. Eso ya lo hemos visto. Sequels are good. Mira, las secuelas son buenas. Aquí pone Portal 2. Bien. Half-Life 2 está mejor que... Bueno, mejor. Son diferentes. Asylum 2. Arkham City. Bien. Divinity Original Sin 2. Doom 2. Ok. Aladdin 2. No, eso es mentira. El retorno de Jafar no era buena. Eso sí que yo me niego. Dark Souls 2, imagino que sí que es bueno, pero no lo he jugado. 2. De momento, no lo he jugado de momento. Mira. The prequel de Star Wars 2 y the sequel to Star... Está guay esto, para hacer una forma del 2. Por la cara, oye, poca broma. Se han currado con los carteles. This way to the show floor. New content. New features. Estaría guay, aunque sea una burla, que es lo que imagino que es. Está guay que esté esto en el juego, tío. Está muy chulo,
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
A ver. Exclusivo. El botón que dice el nombre del jugador que está jugando el juego. ¿Me puede decir mi nombre? Escucha tu nombre en el juego. Disfruta de las novedades. Escucha tu nombre en el juego. A ver, ¿por aquí puedo subir? Epílogo, no, vamos a ver esto. ¿En serio?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Mola. Estaría guapo que me diga Lu. ¿Sabes? Estaría todo chulo, la verdad. Sí, nunca voy a dar meollo. El botón que dice tu nombre, ok.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Joder.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Como tal, no, pero ok, vamos a presionar el botón.
Jim.
Y se ríe.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Jim. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
La ha ocultado, tío, por no ser plasta. ¿Y ahora qué hago? ¡Me lo ha quitado! Vamos a bajar. Vale, la novedad esta está guay. La novedad. Oye, imagínate llamarte Jim de verdad, ¿eh? Vamos a...
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Dos por la cara, todos los dos ahí. Y aquí un dos aquí con... Vamos a ver aquí. Epílogo.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the... well, we'll figure that out later.
O sea, ¿no podemos? No, o sea, es aquí, pero después ya no. O sea, no funciona. ¿Este soy yo? En plan caricatura, ¿no? Coleccionables. A ver. As mundial de la configuración. Agujero infinito. Logro gratis. Espérate, voy a hacer el logro gratis, ¿no? Un momento. Espérate, ahora vamos a esto. As mundial de la configuración. ¿Qué es un as mundial de la configuración? Espérate, voy aquí, a ver. Free new easy achievement. Vale. Get it here. Esta es la cara de Stanley. Vamos a hacer el logro. Logro gratuito. Ten el tuyo ahora. Vale. Tira la palanca. Recibe tu nuevo logro. No más espacios. Siempre te funciona. Vale.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Vale.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard,
No puedo.
but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
¡Dame el logro! No funciona, me acaba de trolear. Pull me please, pone. No funciona. Qué pena. La miel en los labios.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oye, en esta exhibita sale Stanley y una chica. O sea, que era como su esposa. La inspectora. ¿Qué es eso? ¿A quién es? Expo Hall to Guide. O sea, estoy aquí yo. Y aquí hay un montón de cosas. Epílogo de coleccionables, Infinite Hall, Office Decoration, Stanley para el Resources Bucket, Citizens, World Champion, Merch. Lo gratuito que es mentira. Y los coleccionables. Voy a ir a los coleccionables, a ver. Collect them all. O sea, puedes... lo puedes encontrar todos. ¿Eh? ¿Lo puedes colectar todos? A ver.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Está muy bonito esto, pero... Sigue la luz. Creo que estoy siguiendo, pero es... está todo lejos. ¡Ah, mira que tengo uno! ¿Tengo a Stanley en plan caricatura ahí o qué? Chan, 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 chan. ¿Cómo mola el efecto de alrededor? ¿What? Uno de 6. Y la cara de Stanley de fondo. ¿No puedo dar la vuelta? No, no puedo, no puedo. Uno de 6.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
¿Por aquí he venido? Salida. No, espérate, espérate. Hay cosas aquí. Lo de la mujer. ¿Entonces es algo? ¿Esta mujer? ¿Alguien sabe si es algo? Hay merch igualmente, hay un montón de cosas. The Jump Circle.
You know what? Let's bring the Jump Circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the Jump Circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece.
No.
Then.
No, dame más, dame más. Soy tonto, tío. Los he gastado todos. La próxima vez no voy a gastar ninguno. Y habrá algún parkour o algo así. Please no screenshots. Anda que no. ¿Esto qué es?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Me han cerrado. Aquí. Get Well Someday. Happy 12th Birthday. Step knees. Aquí.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
What?
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Por la cara. Por la cara.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Oye, esto está guay, ¿eh? Imagínate que fuese verdad. De Stanley Parable 2. Aquí ya hemos pasado. Esta parte está toda vista, ¿no? Bueno, a ver, espérate. ¿Esto ok? Resource Bucket. A ver.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Vamos a probar el cubito. Let's go. Hey.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Está loco, tío. Está loco. ¿Cómo suelto ya el cubito? Ah, me ha abierto la puerta. Tiene buenos gráficos el cubo, poca broma, es verdad.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Vale, está por aquí, está por allí. Hay que ir para la izquierda igualmente, pero bueno. El botón que dice el nombre de la persona que está jugando, que es círculo de salto, agujero infinito. Ahí no hemos estado, ¿eh? Los coleccionables. El agujero infinito. Nos tiramos por ahí, si es que imagino que hay que tirarse. La salida todavía no es algo. Lo vemos todo. Lo del cubo me raya, ¿eh? Pedazo de sofá, by the way. Vale, tiempo, profundidad. Uy, 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 uy. Uy, 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 uy. Agujero infinito, quiero probarlo.
Stanley,
Ahí
here's
está.
an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Vale. Y pone esto como si fuese... Como si estuviéramos ya en la oficina. Y se escucha en plan vacío. Let's try it, ¿no? 3, 2. Si me salgo, ¿qué pasa? Ah, no me tiro, hasta luego.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
¿Y si no quiero?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No, voy a hacerlo.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later.
No voy a hacerlo, no voy a hacerlo. No voy a hacerlo, no voy a hacerlo. No voy a hacerlo, no voy a darle. Y sigo con el cubito, ¿eh?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very,
Y el puntito ahí al fondo.
To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ah.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Pero, o sea que por narices tengo que darle al botón de teletransportarme. Sí, aquí no se puede hacer nada. ¡Qué pena! Let's go.
Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
¡Otra menos!
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
De acuerdo.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
¡Dura menos!
Oh, okay.
A ver qué pasa ahora.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Ok.
Well, there it is.
¡Ostras!
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching.
No puedes saltar.
Oh, who am I to judge?
No puedes saltar.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Ah, no quiero. Algo. ¡No puedo! ¡Estoy dando la G!
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
No funciona.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Se pira.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Me deja aquí sin poder irme. Mentira, va a volver. Se ha mosqueado. ¡Oh! ¿Ese ruido qué es? No, F no, en F no creo. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Me quedé así media hora? ¿Nani? Cambia tu perspectiva. What? Mira mi cara. Muy bonita, me gusta, Cambia tu percepción. Otra música. Cambia tu realidad. A ver, cambiar la expresión. Un filtro de Instagram, ¿no? ¡Cómo mola! Poca broma, está bien currado esto, ¿eh? Se han currado. ¿Qué me de ser? ¡Oh, mola! Otro nuevo... Un nuevo modelo. A ver, la nueva... Asiste el nuevo Stanley. A tope, eso está muy bien. Me mola este, así. Así está más guapo. Parece el CJ de San Andreas. Este es más guapetón. Parece de Disney. Me gusta más.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Pero espérate, no me dejes. No se ha ido. ¿Again? ¿Otra vez? ¿Otra? Ojo. Gracias por ver este episodio de Estadio Parabol. Recordad que todos los episodios están en el canal de DELUXE y podéis verlos cuando queráis. Muchas gracias por apoyar este contenido y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo.